What's up, everybody? Going live again. The evening throw. Just getting my stuff ready to go here. Doing some 1 pound pots tonight. Did some last night. Need to do some more tonight. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Just some 1 pound flower pots. We're having fun. I need some more down at the shop. So when I was down there today, I looked and I was like, yeah, I am too low on those. So KP writes, that's cool. Thanks, KP. Just making flower pots. That's what I do. Make flower pots for a living. How do you do that? Well, it's clay. And I wedge it out to 1 pound piece, 1 pound balls. For this size, anyway. And then the wheel goes round. I center the piece onto the wheel. And I go all the way down my finger, touch the bottom, bring it up about a 1/4 inch, pull it out. That makes the base of the pot. I compress it. And I set up the walls. Then I push out, I push in at the same time, I lift. Like that. And then I do it again to get it to the right height I need. KP writes, if I can, I won't. You can. You can try it, if that's what you mean. And right now I'm using what potters call a rib, because back in ancient times they would use animal bones. So it's basically just a piece of metal. And then I have this design tool which creates a rope. I wet the rim, I apply the rope. You can see, I don't know if you can see it from here, but I'll take it off to show you what the rope does. Gives you that design. KP writes, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Thank you for asking. Narcissa? Hopefully I'm not pronouncing that wrong. Writes, hi. Hi, how are you? How's it going? Hope you're having a good evening. If you guys like what you're seeing here, hit the like button. We'll see how many people we can get in here for a pottery party, huh? Pottery party. Or pass it around to all your friends. So whoever you feel would be interested, share this live too, and we'll see how many people we can get in here. KP writes, have you ever tried boba before a random question? Oh, boba. I don't know. What, Boba Fett? Star Wars show? Yes, I watch Boba Fett. How long have you been doing this? The King writes, I've been doing this probably for, well, my whole life, basically. My dad was a potter, so I learned from him. I went professionally in, I guess, 1996. So I'm a roller man, everybody. KP writes, I liked and subbed. Oh, thanks so much for subbing. I appreciate it. Appreciate you subbing. Appreciate everybody who's subbed. And if anybody is, Narcissa. I'm sorry if I'm saying that your name wrong. Is it Narcissa? I hope I'm saying that correctly. And you wrote I subscribe as well, so thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing. It's nice of you guys. Did I miss anything? Hopefully I don't miss anything here. That's really cool, but I'm into art. Yeah, no, I get it. Well, this is art. Pottery is considered an art. It used to be a trade. But at this point, it's more considered art or craft. But yes, if you mean art as in painting, there's so many different art forms. And ceramics are one of them. But these are actually utilitarian, so these are for flowers. So I make and sell to a ton of nurseries. And my website, metalpottery.com. Yeah, so and then I run a retail shop with my father. So a lot of places they go. So I need a lot of pots. Let's see here. The King writes, I respect the hustle, sir. Please keep doing what you love. Oh, thank you so much, the King. Appreciate it. I do love what I do, and I will keep doing exactly that. I will listen to you. KP writes, exactly. Narcissa writes, yes. Okay, so that hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. It's nice to meet you too. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yes, it is a flower pot. Somebody writes, KP writes, it's cute. The King, I'm a plumber man. Nice. Everybody needs a plumber. That's for sure. I would definitely consider pottery a trade. There is work and dedication as well as abundance of material to learn. I'm thinking about getting into it. Oh, go for it, man. Yeah, well, the truth of the matter is that a couple hundred years ago, if your town didn't have a potter, you were basically eating off of a slab of wood. So it was a trade. And then when the tin can was invented, all the potters scrambled to make things, and to do things that were different. So then it kind of became more of a craft or whatnot. But yeah, so in the beginning and for thousands of years, it was absolutely a trade. And plumbing, yeah, that's no easy job. So I understand. KP writes, that's a nice pot. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Narcissa writes, yes, you said my name right. Okay, cool. Very cool. Glad I'm not saying it incorrectly. I'm not the best with reading. That's why if you keep seeing me look to the side, it's because I have a tablet set up so I can actually read. Because if I look in the whole time, I can't see what I'm reading. I kind of can. No one's ever answered my questions before, KP. Really? Why not? I'm sorry. We'll answer your questions as long as they're respectful and we're good. Don't answer any questions. I have no problem answering questions that I know. The King writes, that's amazing, bro. Is there a certain clay you use? Thanks so much. Appreciate it. And yeah, I use this clay actually is a stoneware clay body. But yeah, I also throw terracotta. I throw all different types of clays, but mainly I throw this white stoneware right here. And if you're looking to get into pottery, if you haven't done it before, I would first suggest a class before you go and sink a bunch of money into a hobby that you don't know if you love it or not. Because people get behind the wheel and they're like, oh, this is not as easy as I thought. You know, I'm not having fun doing it because it's not easy. Let's see, DeHunty, hello. Did you make Bill and Ben? Great to see your trade, thanks. Oh, I don't know what you mean by Bill and Ben. Did you make Bill and Ben? What's that? I don't think I did make Bill and Ben, whatever that is. But thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you watching, DeHunty. KP, I've been running through a lot of lives a lot, and you inspired me so much. Nice. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad it inspired you. It's cool. You should try it. You got everybody in here that's thinking about trying pottery. Give it a shot sometime. Whether you have to go to a class for it, or if you're in school for it, or in school and it offers it, might as well just try it. There's an art. If you have an art class or you're in school, just ask them if you can use a potter's wheel if they have one. Say I want to try it. Ben Wolff inspired me to try it. It's the flower pot men. Yeah. I'm a flower pot man. Make a lot of flower pots. I never stop making flower pots. I also make the saucers to go along with them. So sometimes when I do these lives, which I've been doing often, I will do, I'll do saucers as well. Scarlett says hi. Hi, Scarlett. How are you tonight? I remember you from a few of the other lives. Nice to see you tonight. KP writes, I've never really seen a sweet person like you. Well, just keep looking, because there's plenty of nice people out there. Come on. There's got to be. I'm not the only nice person. I try to be nice. So. Ellen Kelsey writes, I have been taking pottery classes for over a year. I throw in a class and hand sculpt at home. I just love it. Nice. Well, congrats to you. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that you're doing it. Yeah, it's a fun it's a fun thing. Like when I first started, I was just like, "Ooh, this is so cool and so fun." I mean, I did it my whole life because my dad did it. So, but when I first started trying harder, putting in a lot of time, it's a good thing. So I'm really happy that you're giving it a shot. And and hand sculpting at home, that'd be fun too. Yeah, I haven't had time to do much hand sculpture. I mean, I've made things before in the past, but because I'm so busy, I sell to 36 stores, and I also sell on my website, and I run a shop with my father. So KP writes, I'm heartbroken just hearing you laugh. Well, I laugh a lot. No, sorry, my laugh is making you laugh. Scarlett writes, I'm good. Awesome. KP, I'll follow your lives. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next time. Nice, KP. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm here, and I'm also on Instagram at Pottery. You can see more pictures and stuff of what I do. But here on YouTube, I like to go live. I like to try to make videos. This month I've been doing, somebody challenged me, or asked me to, basically challenge me, asked me to make a different style of a pot every day for a month in a different video. So I've been doing that. I think we're at day 25. So if you want to check out some of those videos on my channel, go for it. But yeah. DeHunty, Bill and Ben was a famous show. I can't believe you haven't heard of Bill and Ben. I was just having a joke with you. I'll try to get some of your work soon. Oh, thanks so much. I haven't heard of Bill and Ben, though you'd figure that a person named Ben would have heard of a show named Bill and Ben. But I haven't. I don't know. Is that like a newer show? I rarely watch TV. I'm more of a YouTube person, where I just scan through things that I like. And so if that was on, I don't know, kind of stopped watching regular TV in, I don't know, 2007 or something. So Bill and Ben. I'll have to do a search on it, see what it is. That way I get your joke. It was probably funny. KP writes, no, okay, no need to apologize. Well, okay, sounds cool. KP, that looks nice. Scarlett, what's the biggest pot you know how to make? The biggest pot I have made is about a little bit smaller than the width of my kiln. They were, my kiln's only 22 inches, so pot was about 20 inches wide and, I don't know, 15, 18 inches tall. And I made those, and they are sitting on the pillars at the New York Botanical Garden. So that's where those big pots went. Martha Stewart did an herb garden down there, and she asked me to make the pots for the herb garden. So I did just that. So you're restricted on how big your kiln is to be able to make specific things. Scarlett writes, nice, I'm going there soon. I'll check it out. Let's see, KP, no need to waste money. Just make your own stuff. Yeah, exactly, yeah. KP, that's long. Ooh, cool. Yeah, long since I've been watching regular TV, yeah. Well, I'm a movie guy, so if I'm gonna watch something, I wanna watch movies. I guess question for the feed. What's your favorite movie? Let me know. If it's not something I know, I'll have to check it out. It's a hard question. If I was asked that, I'd have to ask which genre of movie, so. That's cool, Scarlett. You're going to the New York Botanical Garden. Beautiful place. Oh, thanks for all the likes too, guys. I see you guys have been clicking the like button, so that's nice, yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got some emojis coming in for comments. Nice. Actually, yeah, hit the hearts and all that stuff. Let's see how many people would get in here. If you guys have friends that you think would be interested in watching, share this video over to them. We'll see how many people we can get in this pottery party. I should have named the feed Pottery Party tonight. Ellen Kelsey, sounds like a great response already. I have too many favorite movies. How long you got? Hello? I got a while. I'm gonna make it pots. I know, it's tough. So I'd have to say genre, right? Like, what's your favorite genre? And then we'd go from there. It's like saying what's your favorite song. It's ridiculous. KP writes, bro, I'm tired a lot. Well, get some good rest and exercise. It's the only advice I can give you. That's the only advice I can get you. Oh, SJM is in here, everybody. Oh, Ben, I'm so close to 100. Uh-oh. So if anybody in here wants to follow another potter that's been making pots, SJM Ceramics is in here. And he's trying to hit 100 subscribers. And when he does, he said he's going to make 100 pots in a live feed. So, actually, he's going to turn into a production potter for the evening or the day. I would imagine. I don't know how long it's going to take him. It's going to take him a while. But, yeah, that's a shame. Just to figure, I made 60 pots this morning. Then I went to the store, worked the store, and then came back, and now I'm here. So I guess if I kept going, I mean, say like this size, this is just a 1 pound piece, I would figure 100 pots would probably take me, 400 minutes at least if I didn't take a break. 4 minutes a pot, 5 minutes a pot. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You probably do a 7-hour day or something like that to get 100 pots, unless you do, small ones. Or if I did those saucers, I could probably do them in 200 minutes. But congratulations to you. Where'd you go? Oh yeah. KP writes, how long have you been doing this? I've been doing this a very long time. How many hours have you been doing this? Oh, I don't know. Since I started the live feed, not long at all. I started 22 minutes ago. But I've been making pots since I was a kid, my whole life, and I'm 43 years old. I started, let's see, I sold at my first store in 1996, and in 1999, I decided to go full-time with it, I think. 1999, maybe 2000, somewhere in there. So yeah, we're coming up on a very long time of doing this professionally. But thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the nice comments tonight. I'm probably missing someone I don't know for. KP writes, God bless you, man. Thank you so much. God bless you. I like the kind words. Thanks so much. And if you guys are enjoying the feed, hit the like button and share it on to as many people as you think would like it as well. We'll see how many people we can get in here. And obviously, subscribe. I ended the feed last night making some of these for the shop, so I didn't get enough of them made for the shop, so I'm doing just that. Okay, let's see. Scarlett writes, if you could only make one pot, what type of pot would you make? That's a really good question. I don't really know. I mean, obviously flower pot, but if it was the style, do you mean? I probably would go with something similar to what I'm making right now. These pots are really popular in the shop, online, and everywhere else. So, but I wouldn't do this size. I would probably do 4 pound size, which is 4 times the size of the pots I'm making. So 4 pound pots in the scallop shape. That'd probably be the 1 pot if I had to only just make 1 pot. Alan Kelsey writes, I'll have to look you up, SJM. Yeah, check him out. SJM's awesome. Really nice person. He's just starting to do more stuff on YouTube, and he deserves the subs. How many pots, KP writes, how many pots have you made so far? Well, I made pots like 60 earlier today in the morning. And then I went and helped run the retail shop. And then I came back, I started live feed, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've only done 5 of them so far since the live feed started. So 25 minutes ago, 5 pots. It's taken me 5 minutes to make a pot, probably because I'm talking. Nobody thinks I'm probably crazy. I'm probably talking to myself down here, right? Mr. Owl makes me day, man. All right, makes you die. Well, bye-bye. Yeah, I know. I smile a lot and laugh a lot. So sorry. If that wasn't this, I'd get into comedy, but this is a family-friendly channel, so I don't say anything too absurd on here. Oh, it makes my day. All right, I thought you said makes me die. I thought you were laughing, right? See what happens when you read things wrong. Yes, SJ Amsterdamers just got a kick wheel, I believe yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, maybe it was the day before. Which is really fun. So it's all about it. I jumped into his live feed earlier, and it's nice to see it set up. Bro, today my brother was walking barefoot, and a nail was in his foot. I freaked out. Oh no, nail in the foot. Yeah, those things happen when you walk barefoot. I thought you said there was a bear chasing after you, which we have a ton of those up here, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was an actual bear. But you said barefoot, so sorry that your brother got hurt. That's no fun. And I hope he heals up quickly. Scarlett writes, I like watching your lives. Oh, cool. Well, thanks, Scarlett. Thanks for doing so. That's very kind of you. I appreciate everybody that's in these live feeds and enjoys the same thing. If you guys are enjoying, yeah, hit the like button. Let's see how many people we can get in here. Not that I'm not enjoying all of you. Everybody in here so far has been really kind. So, thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. KP writes, kindness is the best, LOL. Yes, it is. Agreed. Ellen Kelsey writes, amazing that you can look away while pulling. That is experience. Well, yeah, no, I've even tested myself. I think I did a video here on YouTube. I blindfolded myself and made a 4-pound pot. And it was interesting because I do look away a lot. And you don't realize it. It's just something, when you do something, you know, us potters joke that, you know, after the first few thousand of every shape, you kind of figure it out. So after you do something thousands and thousands and thousands of times, you can look away. It's moves like this where I really kind of need to look to make sure all those are correct. But I could make pots in the dark if I had to. Problem is the other stuff. It's like leaving your tools and doing all that. So, but just pulling the pot up, yeah, no, it's fun. See, yeah. Oh, I'm happy for your smile to be with us. You're blessed. Oh, thanks so much for your kind words, KP. Nice person. Scarlett writes, how long have you been posting videos? Well, I posted a video, I think it was 16 or 17 years ago. One video. And that got a lot of views. I think it got 36,000 views. And I just never did anything again. So, I don't know, last year, I started, I think in October or something. Or I don't know exactly when. Last year I started making videos again. And maybe it was before that. Yeah, it was last year. I started posting again. I thought it was fun. I was doing a lot of stuff on Instagram, which is also fun. But I just said, why am I not doing YouTube again? I don't know. So I got back into it. SJM writes, Ben, I don't remember if you were there while I was throwing, but I threw a few Nigerian oud. You know what? I was just going to bring down, because in every live, somebody asked me, what's the favorite pot you've ever made? And today I was really thinking about it, and I looked over and I saw my Udu drum. And I've made a few Udu drums for friends. I don't do them for, you know, whatever, but yeah, wow, that's so funny you brought that up. I really should have brought it down. Maybe maybe I can have my wife bring it down. I don't know. She's still up there or not. Let me yell up and see, maybe she'll get it. But I love the thing. That's probably my favorite pot that I've ever made. So awesome. That's very cool. Udus are so cool. KP writes, God made the world in a second, but he made you and your smile for a decade. Ah, thanks for all the kind words. Scarlett writes, nice. KP writes, your kindness amazes me. Oh, cool. Thank you. SJM Ceramics, no way. I would love to see it, dude. Janelle writes, nice. Cool. Nice to see you in here, Janelle. KP writes, have you ever failed making pots before? Oh, yeah. Failures, I mean, that's how you get going. It's been a while, but I haven't really had a flub in too long. But SJM, I will, if you guys don't mind hanging on for a second, don't leave the feed, I will run upstairs and grab my Udu drum, because like I said, it was my, we were talking about things that are my, you know, people always ask, what's the favorite thing you've ever made? And I was sitting on my porch today and I looked over and I said, out of things that I have, I think it's that Udu drum. Just one of those things, you know, those questions somebody asks you and it has your head rolling for a while. So if you guys don't go anywhere, I will, it's going to take me just probably about 2 minutes just to run upstairs and grab that Udu drum. I have to wash my hands first. I've tried pottery. Scarlett writes, I've tried pottery before, but it went everywhere. Yeah, these things happen. It's just like the scene from Ghost where all the clay goes everywhere. So if you guys don't mind, because I really want to show SJM Ceramics this Udu drum, I'm going to leave my pot right here. You know what? Let's put that right there. Another one right there. Don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Everybody hit the thing. I will be right back. I want to go grab a pot to show SJM Ceramics. So I'm going to just be gone for about a minute and a half. I got to go get this thing. I got to wash my hands too before I go up there because I get in trouble. Sabrina Suburban Garden. Good evening. Good evening, Sabrina. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Sorry for the wait. That was ridiculous. Would everybody leave? I don't know if everybody left. Who knows? Alright, actually I should probably put on my shirt so I don't get clay all over my Udu drum. I didn't get clay all over this shirt on the inside. Let's see here. My cats are going wild. One's jumped on my head. Oh no, that's not good. I'm going nowhere. Cool, sounds good. Scarlett, smiley face, Scarlett. SJM, right, I left, yeah. I'm sure you did. All right. So SJM, here's two of them. This one I made for my wife. This is out of like a brown mixture. I made this up on my own. The left one's mine. The right one's more of a tenor sound. So, but yeah, we get clay on them. So what these are, you hit them. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's very African. Voodoo drums are awesome. I just love them. Yeah, no, this is a big one, but it's not that big. Can you guys hear it all right? Get closer so you can hear it. Nope, there's just clay, no head. It's just, it's a vase with a hole in it. So yeah, you just get so you get a sound here, you get a. And then you get a slide, if you leave it, you get that like brush sound. Let's see, that's pretty cool. Stratman, is there a drum head on there? Yeah, no, sorry, I guess I just read that Stratman. Yeah, then there's no drum head. Yeah, Sash Jam writes, I love the wub wub. Yeah, me too. And this one, that's my foot, everybody. This one has a more high note. So yeah, these are probably my two favorite things that Jam, I love it. Can't wait to fire it up. Yeah, fire it up. That'll be so cool for you. They're really fun. They're fun to have. They're fun to just break out. You know, I'm gonna leave these down here because people ask me all the time, what's the most favorite thing you made? So I'm gonna leave them down here. Sorry to shake the camera. Let's see. The silent death potato. Play through the fire and the flames on it, right? I don't know, what song, is that actual song? I'm sorry. If like newer songs, I don't know them. If they're older, I know them. I don't know too much new stuff. Scarlett writes, it's super cool. How long did it take to make? It didn't take that long to make. The bigger one, I threw the bottom piece pretty quickly, within 5 minutes or so, and then I waited a while, and then I threw the top piece. And the reason I did 2 pieces of these instead of throwing one is that I wanted to make that neck really long. So to do that, it was just easier to do. So I made 2 pieces and then put them both together. Created one. KP writes, cool. And Sham Ceramics, ain't it crazy that I decided to throw some today? Crazy how the world works. It is. That is very funny. It's just very ironic that that's, you know, it always gets brought up. What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite this? What's your that? What's your this? And you said you made Udus today, and I was literally thinking, man, those Udu drums are cool. So Janelle writes, do it. I don't know what I should do, but all right, I'll do it. I don't want to, no, you said make an Udu drum right now? No, I'm making flower pots. But I will make a video of me making an Udu drum. That'd be very cool to do. Yeah, I gotta take this shirt off. Alright. In case my other shirt came up, I didn't want to flash everybody here. Let's see, it's really difficult. Silent Death. It's a really difficult song to play. Play it to demonstrate skill, but it's for guitar. It was a joke. Is it like death metal? I'm not a death metal player, but I do play guitar, so I could play something else if you want. I haven't played much metal. I mean, when I was first starting guitar, I learned all the Metallica and stuff like that, but the 90s rock, 80s rock stuff, but more of a funky kind of guy, get into the funk and the groove stuff. But maybe I'll check that out, because I like difficult stuff to listen to, such as Dream Theater kind of stuff. Dance of Eternity is one of my favorite songs. I think it has 108 different time signatures changes. So if you don't know of Dream Theater, that's a cool one to check out too. KP writes, that's nice. God bless you. God, thank you so much. KP, thanks so much for the kind words. I appreciate you. So I'm back to the wheel. Making more little roped scallop pots for a shop. When I got there today, I was like, I know I made some of these yesterday, but I don't have any of them left at the shop, so here we go with these ones. And I've already made a batch here, so the other pots today maybe were for a store. Chanel Skilling writes, we are here. Okay, cool. Sounds good. The Silent Death Potato writes, it's by Dragon Force, guitarist Herman Lee. Okay, I'll check it out. You know, I will check that out. Hopefully I can, I don't have a pen and paper down here, but I'll have to come back after this uploads and find your comment. And I'll check that out. Because I'm a guitarist too, so I have my guitar right there. If it's your birthday, I'll play happy birthday for you. I played the other night for a quick second. SJM writes, sorry to step away after my last comment. Great minds think alike, though, eh? Yeah, very much so. And honestly, if you're into music at all or any of this sort, and you know, a lot of potters really are into music. I think that's probably one of our first professions that we probably want to be in. I don't know you by person, SJM, but I have a feeling that you play an instrument. I don't know, but I'm guessing you do. And if you do, just write yes, and then let me guess the instrument. Let's see. Janelle Skiltner. It's way cool. Thanks. Scarlett writes, what's your favorite food? Spaghetti and meat sauce. And cheeseburgers. And KP writes, what's your favorite color? I would say gray. Black. Gray. I don't know why. I like the color of stone walls. And which I learned the other day, because my wife always says I'm spelling gray wrong, because I spell it G-R-E-Y. Apparently that's the British spelling. And I spell everything in the British spellings. So Americanized, it's G-R-A-Y. We were talking the other night, and I said something about an advertisement. What is an advertisement? It's advertising. So in Britain, it's advertisement. I don't know. I had this lady that I grew up with that was British, and I talked to her all the time. And it was just like, you know, it was in school, and I was reading, and the word aluminum came up, and I read it aluminium. Everybody's laughing at me. And I said, well, I'm not wrong. And they thought I had a reading problem because of it, but I didn't. I just hung out with the British lady a lot. So, Silent Death Potato. The roll on imprint on the rim gives it a really good touch to it, I think. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, it's like a little scalp thing. I had a whole message typed out, but yes, to be fluent in a couple instruments and start picking one back up. Very cool. I knew it. All right. I would imagine there's a little bit of piano in there. Let's say it's piano, guitar. I don't know. Did you have a touch of ukulele in there too? Something like that. Me too. I played in bands, mainly lead guitar, but I also played in bands on drums. I played in bands, a band on keyboards. Mainly playing piano for that one. I played in a band on the mandolin. Played a band in bass, and one of my favorite guitars is my Charlie Hunter 8-string, which I could play bass and guitar at the same time. So 5 strings going to a bass amp, 3 strings going to a bass amp, and you played at the same time. It's quite an amazing instrument. KP, me too. What's your favorite animal? Puppies. KP, KP, I'm British. Nice. Where are you at? Where are you living? In Britain. Ellen Kelsey, will you glaze all these pots in the same color? A lot of these will be, I don't glaze because, flower pots, they like to be porous. So a lot of these are going to be in my gray color. So yeah, they're all going to be gray. Yeah, somebody asked me before what's your favorite color? It's gray. And the gray just goes with everything, especially with nowadays with everybody with gray walls with white trim. It goes with it, and I've been doing this gray color for a very long time. I think 1999 or so, Martha Stewart came and said she wants all of her pots in her greenhouse to be in Ben's gray. I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna be making pots. So I haven't looked back. She calls it Bedford gray. I call it gray. But I'm not gonna argue with you, Martha, if you're watching. It can be Bedford gray. Oh, let's see here. What's your favorite animal? I think I already said dogs, puppies. James Remix, there you go. No piano, uke, and guitar. Okay, all right, so that's close. I'm picking back up, inspired by you and Chad. Nice. And I used to rock out to the clarinet. I would love to get another clarinet. Man, I am not a wind instrument person, though I love listening to clarinet. I love listening to flute. I cannot play them. I've tried. Many people have been like, try this. It's like, I can't play them. Can't do it. KPR's bro, me too. Question. Have you ever had boba? I don't know what boba is. You keep referring to it. Unless it's Boba Fett from Star Wars, I have no idea what you're talking about. Janelle Scumrag, so many checks to keep up with now. Doing good or acknowledging everybody. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Janelle. Appreciate it. It's actually slow tonight, too. We only have 11 people in here. I don't know what's going on. The last few times, we had extreme amounts of people in here, and then it's all slowed down. But I have some 11 very awesome people in here, and I hope they've all subscribed so they can do this again. And everybody hit that like button if you don't mind. Let's see. The Silent Death Potato. Did you ever have a career before pottery? Or did you grow up in it? I'm a welder for a body shop. Nice. Yeah, I actually, my parents were divorced. My dad was a potter, so on weekends I'd spend time with him making pots. My mom remarried a dairy farmer, so I was milking cows, throwing hay, picking rocks out of fields, ever since I was, a child. So I did that most of high school. Then I got toward the end, and I did I started to get subbed out working for painter, a carpenter, mason. I mowed lawns for people. I did all this other stuff. And finally, the pottery, I was putting in 20 hours a weekend with the pottery. And some time, the other time during the week a little bit too, but it started to rival the work week for the 40-hour work week, at least 40 hours. And I said, why don't I put 60 to 80 hours into the pottery and see where that goes? Did, never looked back. The welding's cool too. I've only welded a few things. My brother welds, and man, you could do some fun stuff with welding. So we still weld stuff at the farm. My brother's rebuilding a Jeep right now. There was a lot of frame stuff we were welding up, and it's always fun to just mess around with the welder. So keep your eyes safe though. And maybe if you have if you're a welder at a body shop, maybe you should just go live and show people what you're doing, because people would probably watch welding just as much as they watch pottery, that's for sure. Probably even more so, to be honest with you. The welding is ain't no joke. There's pottery, but KP, it's a tea with oh, okay, sounds good. I don't know, I'm not really into tea all that much, more of a coffee guy. SJM writes, what about you, Ben? Always guitar? Nope, I play drums, I play keyboard, I play mandolin, I play bass. I was thinking about it the other night. I was like, I should probably go live and show like a night of making like a full song recorded out with all the instruments. I don't know how that would go, if it would, I don't know if I have the technology to do that properly, but to show it all. But yeah, no, I've recorded, had an album out, actually forgot to renew it. It sucks, because now I got to redo everything, but whatever, it's not there. So let's see, all right, SJM writes, we are all we are all incredible. KV writes, I'm addicted. Okay, well, don't be addicted to anything bad. It's okay, KV. KP, you have lots of talent. So thank you. All right, no, I was reading your guys' chats between each other. I could tell when they're for me, when they're for other people. So, all right. Off there, just staring off to the side the whole time. The Silent Death Potato. You sound like a well-rounded and accomplished person. Thanks so much. I made some art during welding school. I got put into a local magazine and was going to try and sell it, but I got absolutely no sales. Yeah, in the beginning of making and selling things, it's massively embarrassing. And sometimes you don't sell a thing. So that's the other side to this, you know. It's fun, but then it turns into the sales side. And the sales side can be massively good. It can be embarrassing. You can do shows, you can do this and that. But yeah, no, welding stuff is, art is really cool. My dad actually was brought up with, my grandfather's best friend was Alexander Calder. So, very famous welder and artist. So yeah, no, I know about the welding art thing, very much so. So they were all part of the modernist movement. So yeah, it's a very cool thing. Don't get discouraged on stuff that doesn't sell. It is what it is. I had it in the beginning too. And then when they did sell, I was so, you know, enthralled by how cool it was. But the Silent Death Potato, I do appreciate your kind words. You're a very nice person. Thank you so much for writing that. And I do wish you the best of luck if you do want to sell your work, because just go for it. Because as much as it's horrible standing there and vending And in those moments, you look down on yourself, you say the worst things to yourself. Um, and yeah, it can be crazy. SJM writes, I did my first market a few weeks back, and it was a disaster. My canopy flew away. Yep, no, that's happened. And scraped the food truck hood. Oh, great. Um, but I still sold 3 pots. I got to hold out and take the punches. That's exactly what it is. Um, People will grab on truly. Yeah, no, it takes a long time to. Luckily, I had a bit of a built-in thing because my father was already a potter, so people were coming into a pottery shop. But then, I did my own stuff. I made a bunch of stuff. I went up to stores and I walked in. And luckily, the first one I did, I was like 16 years old, or 15 years old. 16. I didn't even have my license yet. But I drove the car up there anyway. Didn't matter back then. And I walked in the shop and said, you want to buy my pottery? And the owner of Litchfield Hills Nursery, John Sr., said, you have the cojones to come here and buy these? Or to sell these? I'll take them all. And I was like, whoa, that was cool. So then I did another one. Went to another store, asked them. They weren't interested. Went to another, they weren't interested. So then you start to get the, oh gosh, this is a one-time thing. And it's so embarrassing and the whole thing. But once you get a handful of them, then other people come in and go, oh, where'd you get these? And then they try to find you, and they find you, and it all happens over again, and then you really don't need to do it. So it's a huge progression. So just keep going for it. KP writes, I'm more of a tea person. That pretty much the only thing we don't have in common. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just making my tea wrong. Every time it gives me like cotton mouth, so I'm probably boiling the water. I don't mind tea. I have 1 cup of coffee a day. That's it. Let's see. SJM. Yeah, Ben, people will say what they say, but even though you were born from greatness, you still have to and had to work hard to achieve your place. Oh, thanks. You and your father are a huge inspiration to me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Oh, well, thanks so much, SJM. You're so nice. Yeah, no, it wasn't just like handed to me. Like you have to make thousands and thousands of these things before you can. Like literally, because I was lucky enough that my dad had a clay mixer and a pug mill, which just homogenizes the clay. I'd make this, and we'd go, okay, well this one it looks all right. Then we cut it off. We throw it back in the pug. We wouldn't even keep it. So we did that over and over and over again. And then one time I made them, and we kept them. And then the next weekend I showed up, and my dad's like, here's a couple $100. I'm like, from what? He's like, the pots sold. So I was like, man, okay. Wow, that felt good. So I got lucky with that. So let's see here. KP writes exactly perfect. Follow your dreams. Always do. Thanks so much, KP. These people are chatty. Nice interest and good job addressing them all while working at the same time. Oh, thanks, Chanel. Appreciate it. As Sham writes, I mostly drink traditional gold teas. Nice. Your smile and laugh are heartwarming. Oh, cool. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, everybody. I just have to go stack these over here. I won't be well long. Just have to type one for you. I have the song from freaking the old Disney Robin Hood stuck in my head. It's the worst one. Let's see here. Yeah. All right, I'm caught up with the chat. Sorry, guys. Just had to move the pots over. I don't know if you can see, but I have a little rack here for the smaller pots, and then a rack here. It's kind of like a bunk bed thing. I'm showing people in the other live feeds, but I don't know if you've all been here. So I have like a stack, kind of like a bunk bed setup where there's 3 4x8 sheets, And I framed out that whole thing, whatever. And I have fans, and I moved the fans up for the drying pots in the top. You can't see them right now, but there's a lot of pots upside down drying. And then the bottom are stuff that needs to stay away from the fan. So, question, what age did you want to do this? Well, I've done this since I was a kid. But when I really started to get into it, I would probably say I was probably 15, 16. It was when I, maybe even younger, maybe 14. I started doing it more. I started really enjoying it. But no, I kept that to myself. Didn't tell a lot of people I was doing it. I was doing it when I was at my dad's, and just had a good time doing it. And you never know what's going to happen with it. And then it turned into a real enjoyment. I mean, it's not easy. Everybody's like, oh, it's just so easy. And this, I mean, your arms get destroyed, your back gets destroyed. You carry thousands of pounds. I go through about 1,000 pounds or so a week, maybe every other week. Making small stuff like this, but so that means all that clay has to come down into this basement, which my wife helps with. But yeah, I'm carrying clay all over the place. Carrying pots all over the place. There's a lot of lifting, a lot of carrying. You're seeing just the fun part of it all. But it is fun. And I'm happy to be doing it. I'm not on a roof right now doing shingles. Or building stone walls. Did that. Built chimneys for a while. That hurt too. And as much as I love farming, I'm glad I'm not doing that. Milking cows was tough. I had to be there at our milking shifts were 4 a.m. to around 11. And then in between I'd have to throw hay. And then again from 3 p.m. to about 7:30 or 8. So those days, yeah, they were long. So I kind of don't miss that. I don't miss milking cows. I had fun doing it, kind of. Get kicked on. You get everything else on. So I am most certainly happy making pottery comparatively to what I could be doing. And I hope everybody finds their thing that they're into and enjoys what they do. Cool. I'm going to sub all your vids. I'm going to try. All right, cool. Lenny writes, Kenya, we hear all the way from Kenya. Awesome. Very cool. Were you in one of the other feeds? One of the live feeds. I think you might have been, maybe, right? I don't know, we had somebody else say that they were from Kenya, so thank you so much for stopping in. Speaking of Kenya, somebody asked me what my favorite pot was, and I showed them my my udu drum. This is one that I made. I love udu drums. So yeah, comes from over there in Kenya. I love that thing. Lenny writes, nice drum. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's a fun one. I made that years ago. I made a few for for some of my friends as well. One of my friends has probably the nicest one. And yeah, I like to take it back from him, but this one's actually pretty good too. I love the tone of it. It has a good tone. It's not yeah, I don't know what the note is. Probably a close to a C. Whatever. trying to figure out what to say. How sweet you are. Oh, thanks so much. You don't have to say anything. You can just watch and have fun too. SJM, I'm just in love with that, my new kick wheel. While you out there just watch, like checking it, like looking at the wheel right now, drooling over it. That's so cool. I know what it's like to get something new that you're like, oh, I've been wanting this. I'm so happy for you, SJM. That's cool. And it looked fun, look cool. I'm cooking dinner and just thinking about throwing on it. Yeah. No, that's the thing about pottery, is once you get into it and once you find something, if you really enjoy that kick wheel, you're not going to want to get off of it. So when you hit that 100 subs and you make 100 pots in your live feed, that's what SJM is going to do, guys. So if anybody's into following other potters too, SJM's getting going, and once he hits 100 subscribers, he's going to make 100 pots in a live feed. So he's going to have to do it for a while. Because I know how... What size pot are you going to make anyway, SJM? You going to do like 1 pound pots like I'm making here? Because 100 of them, it's going to take a while. I mean, if I made 100 saucers, I could probably get that done in 200 minutes without talking to anybody in the live feed. Yeah, somewhere around there. I would need to stop and take a break and have a glass of water, but let's see. Lenny writes, do you make a living from pottery? Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been making pots for a very long time. This has been my job since full-time job since 1999. I got going selling my first pots in 1996. And I've made pots since I was a kid, so I've been doing this a very long time. 43 years old, so a long time. Let's see here. Let's see. The udu I threw doesn't have as long as the neck, so I'm curious what it'll do to the sound. Yeah, the longer the neck, the more the sound shoots out. I mean, that's why I wanted to grab one of my buddy's one that I made him, because I made him with a very long neck on it, and it has just this like almost like reverberated sound to it. Adds a little bit of natural reverberation. SJM writes, yes, 100 subs equals 100 pots, and 150 subs equals shave the beard. All right, well, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get. You said something about because I smashed my face in a vase for 1,000. You said you had no idea what I'd do for 2,000 subs, so yeah, I don't know either. I guess 2 vases. I smashed my face into 2 vases. SJM writes, I'm gonna make all sorts of stuff. Awesome. Keep up the good work, man. I'm so happy for you. From Udu to piggy bank. Oh, you're making a piggy bank. Those, yeah, I've never made a piggy bank. That is something I've never made. KP, does he have a beard? He does. Let's see. Okay, SJM, wear a vase as a hat for a stream for 2K. Like wet or a fired one. Obviously wet, right? So it's like just dripping down. I'm just soaked. That's not a bad idea. Like, just make so I could be an actual pothead. Literally, pottery head. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something. I don't think we're there by any means. I don't know how many subscribers I do have. Any of you guys want to check for me? This thing doesn't tell me. I'd have to close it out. I don't think there's been too many subscribers tonight. I don't know. Somebody just backed out. Maybe they went looking. Oh my God, I didn't think of that if I had. Yeah, no, I did. I've actually on my Instagram, I've taken pictures of flower pots on my head. My father-in-law used to call me pothead, so before he passed away, and I took a picture of myself with a pot on my head to honor his joke, because he was right. I make a lot of pots. I'm a pothead. KP, I'm falling asleep, but I might fall asleep, so I might stop texting, bro. Now, do your thing. I'm gonna fall asleep. Don't worry about it. Pass out. Have a good night. Get some good sleep. You said you were feeling tired. Get some good sleep. Eat right. Get some good exercise. You're all skilling, right? So you are quick on your feet wit-wise. That's a great attribute in addition to your pottery skills. Makes it worth watching. Oh, thanks so much, Joe. That's nice of you to say. I'm not really afraid of anything. Sometimes when the bears come too close to me, within 5 feet, my heart rate starts going a little bit, but you go in a natural mode. More so than fear, I think, but I appreciate it. See, KP, really, that's sad. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Have a good night. KP, it was so nice for you to, all the nice comments you wrote. And you have a good night as well. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for all the kind words and the kind thoughts. I probably should have counted how many I had and how many I needed of these before I got going. I do need another style as well. But I'm not a mathematician, I'm a potter. Have a good night. Well, to me. Yes, have a good night. Yes, I don't know exactly when I'll be on next. I was thinking about going on tomorrow night, but tomorrow night's going to be the opening of the Olympics. And I kind of like watching the ceremony for those. So I might watch the opening Olympic ceremony. I'm rooting at USA for everything. No offense to anybody in here that's not in the USA, but I definitely want to see the guys play basketball. I'm not a big sports fan, but I do try to catch the Olympics when they're on. Because it is fun to watch these amazing athletes do the amazing things they do and represent our country. So I'm all about it. So tomorrow night, I think I'm going to watch the opening ceremony. But, and then Saturday, I do have a friend's party I think I have to go to. So I guess my next feed will probably be on Sunday night. That's what I'm guessing. But unfortunately, I can't give you guys a definite schedule of when I'm on. But you'll just have to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And it'll let you know then. And maybe I'll start using, I figured I could start using the community tab, which I haven't been doing. Which, you know, can give, it kind of like makes a post here on YouTube. So I'll start doing that at least earlier in the day to let people know if I can make pots or not. So, in a live feed. But I'd like to do it more because I have a good time with you guys. I get to meet nice people, hear nice comments. So I just need to count what I did here so far. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. One more. I knew I was getting near what I needed to do with this style. Silent Death Potato. Have you ever taught classes or anything like that? No, I haven't. I mean, I show my niece how to do it. I've been luring her into making pots. So, and she's 11, and she's been making pots. She was here 2 days ago. We were making, so it was awesome. But no, I don't really do classes. I was in Scouts growing up, and I think of the leatherwork instructor I had when you speak, and I think probably make good for a teacher. Oh, thanks so much. That'd be cool. Yeah, I always said that maybe down the road because you make pottery so much that your hands, there's probably going to come a point where I get arthritis and my hands aren't going to be able to work. So I already know it's coming. I already know I can feel the pain. Your wrists and this muscle right here, it just gets destroyed. Your fingers get destroyed. It's just like anything else. So I had an opportunity a couple years ago to become a ceramic teacher at a local prep school down the road. I didn't take the job because I didn't know how I'd be able to fit it into my schedule. But I probably should have, just so I could have gotten my foot in the door for a little bit of a resume to show that I had done it before. But yeah, down the road, I think it will. And you know, this is what's great about YouTube is that I think once I get you know, monetized and more people subscribe and all that stuff, I might figure out how a way to do like a subscription based how to thing. I don't know. That's probably going to be my best bet to be able to help people learn. Um, you know, if I could do classes remotely, um, you know, on Zoom or this and that, but it really helps to have somebody standing there teaching them, you know, put your hair back so you don't get your head caught in the wheel kind of thing. But I do appreciate those kind words. That's nice of you to say. It's teaching is a whole different thing than making, so I don't know if it would translate, but maybe it would. I'd have fun doing it. I know that every time I've showed people how to do it, and they get so focused and they're so happy, and to be around that energy the whole time, that'd be really cool. So down the road, it's definitely a possibility. That'll be good for this size. Or this shape, rather. As Chan writes, I hope to teach some atmospheric firing workshops at some point down the road. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I think you'd be good at it. You have the cadence and the patience and the kindness behind you, at least what I've seen in your videos, to do so. So just go for it. Do it up. I've always had the frame of mind that, you know, teaching could be something that I can do down the road more so than right away. So, like, ending my career teaching, I think that'd be apt. I don't know. Depends. It's really it's tough to you know, like when I got offered the job, I was like, man, how am I gonna fit this into my schedule? And unfortunately, you know, ceramics teacher at a prep school wasn't, you know, that much pay. So, but it would have been a great recommendation to have on a resume. So, do it up, SGM. I just gotta put these back. Janelle Skelton's right, feet. Yeah, would be a feet. Yeah, right. I just have to put these over here. Two more to put over there, and then I can get onto a different style. Okay. So now that style's out of the way. I can get on to a different style here. Still pretty much got to do the same low shape, but I'm going to do a different style to it. A little bit different design. SJM writes, my mom is a special ed teacher. Nice. Both of my youngest siblings are far on the spectrum. Yep, my little brother is too. My half brother. I am probably deep in there somewhere, but high functional. But It'd give my blood. Yeah. Yes. No, that's cool, and I'm glad your mom's a special ed teacher. That's a very honorable thing to do. Um, Very cool. Yeah, I know all about that stuff. It's hard to deal with, but and live with. But hey, beautiful people. Doesn't matter. That's the way I say it. Just tough stuff to deal with. That's all. Janelle writes feet. I don't know what Janelle Skelton. I don't know what you mean by feet. Was it something you were fixing in one of your earlier things? Because the thread is going away here. Oh yeah, you were quick on your feet. Wet wise, yes. Don't worry about it. I think I read through your. I think I already read through your misspelling. It's okay. I can speak misspelling. I'm my own spell check. Okay. So, I already remembered that I was. Let's see, SJM Ceramics. Are you in the Birds crew on Discord? Or is the best way to private message or Insta? I am not on the Discord yet. I have not figured out. Ugg Chugs, another potter, great potter, everybody should go check out. Keeps asking me to join up on Discord. And I've never even used Discord. I don't even know what the platform's about. But yeah, you can message me on Insta. My Instagram is @BenWolffPottery. Though I'm not gonna lie, I rarely check my DMs, but I will try to once. Do you have your own Instagram page there? I would imagine you did if you said you're gonna send one to me. So yeah, hit me up on Insta @BenWolffPottery, and I will check it out. But no, I have not done the Discord thing, and he keeps saying to, and I don't even know what it is. So now I got to research a whole other platform. It was hard enough for me to just even join Instagram. I mean, that was 2-3 years ago. And then, yeah. And then I got back into YouTube last year, I guess. And now, you guys are saying Discord. I don't even know what it is. There's like no cord connected. It's discorded. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'd have to look up what it is. Sorry. Yeah, Janelle Skelton wrote, Scotty got continually misspelling. Yeah, you mean sorry. That's funny enough though. SJM, if you need a hand, let me know. The Discord is really awesome. My Insta is Silas M at Fine Art. Okay, cool. Yeah, shoot me a DM. I'm at @BenWolffPottery. Same thing. Shoot me a DM and I will take a look through the DMs and try to find you. But yeah, no, I don't know much about the Discord stuff, so I'll check it out though. You don't post on Discord; it's more or less an offline chat room. Oh, cool. Okay, that's kind of cool. If it's something like that, I can get into. I just can't. A whole other platform. You know, people keep saying for me to get onto TikTok. I'm like, nah. I don't want to have to deal with all that too. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, or whatever it's called now. It's too many. There's just too many different platforms. So I'm just sticking with Instagram and YouTube as far as I know. Maybe stuff will change. I don't know. The silent death potato. We have a problem these days where skills are being lost to time. I'm the youngest at my job, and when before now, when I used to do industrial welding, it was even more so. People like you are necessary. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate those kind words. Well, the way I've always said it is that we've traced our civilization literally through shards of pottery. So to be a part of that's really cool. And you know, there's a lot to learn in trades that are somewhat forgotten, and there's not as many people wanting to work and do things anymore. Because hey, if you can figure out a way to do something that's physically, that's not physically hard to do, and you're able to do it, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I grew up in the '80s when everything was hard. You didn't have a choice. You had to work hard. And I'm glad you're welding, man. Welding's an honorable thing just as well. That's hey, things wouldn't get fixed like your cars and this and that. And you said you're Autobotter, right? So people need you because people can't even drive. Imagine if everybody went back to our time when there was no automatic transmission. It was all stick shift. Half people out there don't even know what a clutch is. So I understand what you're saying. And I do appreciate your kind words. Let's see. DRK, Bloodbird Channel, keep it up. Thanks so much, DRK. Yeah, I'm falling behind on the messages here. Sorry about that, guys. General Skeleton, no worries about your autocorrect. DRK, I'm trying to fall asleep, and this is helping me so much. All right. Wake up! No, I'm kidding. Trick Shot, I'm here now. Nice to see you, Trick Shot. Hope you're having a good evening. SJM, you can be a part of the Discord and not look at it for a week. Or sometimes you'll be a part of a specific conversation. It's just a way for the community to talk while we aren't live. Very cool. All right. Well, I'll figure out how to do it, and maybe if you can in the Insta or something, shoot me a link or something. I just didn't want to have to sign up for another thing, create another password, do this, do that, on the whole thing. But I'll do it because if it's a group of potters talking, us potters need to stick together, and not just with clay. So I'm with you. Let's see. Sammy Tabby, pottery question. How much shrinkage do you get after the green firing? Okay, well, yeah, that's it's usually 7.5, maybe ish for mine. About 7.5%, but it's tough. I don't really get too crazy on measurements. I'm making flower pots, so pretty much making everything the same size, firing everything the same temperature, fire everything to about 2008 degrees, 2015, somewhere in there. So there's not much I need to worry about. No, I mean, people ask for things to be exact sizing, and I just tell them no. I'm not going to do it exact size. I'll get it as close as possible, and hopefully it's good enough for you. If you don't like it, oh well, it'll sit on the shelf. Some will buy it. But yeah, thanks for the question. I appreciate you. Sammy Tabby, haven't seen your name in here before. If you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe and the like button, all that good stuff. DRK, from now I'm going to try and watch this every day. All right, DRK, thanks so much. I'm not going to be on here every day, but I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel that you can check out, and you can revisit old live feeds if you wanted to watch some more stuff. Let me catch up with some of these. So sorry, guys. I'm just focusing on making pots too here. SJM at Sammy, depends on the clay body used. Yes, exactly. The clay body I use, it's basically 7.5%, somewhere in there. SJM linguine with all right meatballs. There we go. I didn't actually get a meatball grinder tonight, by the way. I think I mentioned anything. I was just saying as a joke. I got a pizza instead. My wife and I had pizza, so pizza night. D Hunty, hello again. Great to see you still going. I'm from England. Where are you from? I'm in Connecticut, United States. Where in England are you from? I got to visit your beautiful country in 2001. Yeah, it was in November of 2001. So, But I guess it was November. It was Guy Fawkes Day. And I had no idea what was going on and why there was all these bonfires. And I didn't know you guys were celebrating, you know, burning somebody that broke into Parliament or whatever it was. So that was quite the learning experience. What a beautiful country. We flew into Manchester, went all around Yorkshire, and then drove up to the Lake District, saw a bunch of potteries, abbeys. Great time. Turned into a bit of a pub crawl, as you guys say over there. Because I was 19 and we were allowed to drink over there. So we had a good time. So yeah, let me know where you're from in England. Janelle, Scones, yes, SJM, trick shot. Yeah, SJM already had his feed tonight, trick shot. I got to see his kick wheel he got. That's very cool. You can have Discord as an app right on your phone. Oh, okay. It's easy, but yeah. Any questions? I got you, man. All right, thanks so much, SJM. Yeah, I'll check it out because Chad from Ugg Chugs has been pushing me to still join. Every time I join in and say hi to him in his live feed, keep saying, why haven't I joined up? And I didn't have the heart. I have had the heart, but I kind of didn't explain to him. Like, I have no idea what the heck the thing is. So I'm like, there's no cord? How you gonna do it if there's no cord hooked up to it? So this cord is it analog? What's going on here? Silent Death Potato, still here. All right, buddy. I'm 26 and I own a 3-speed manual VW bus. Oh, nice. Very cool. My first car was a VW Rabbit, 1985. I think it was. A little VW Rabbit. So I'm glad you're driving stick shift. Bus. Oh, but you have 300 horsepower. So like an old and modern. Well, yeah. Very much so. Very cool. Yeah, that's very fun. Those things are so much fun. I had friends in high school that had those, and we'd ride around and have a good time. We'd always get pulled over for some reason. I don't know why, but but yeah, no, they're fun vehicles. These days, I just drive a van because it's the best suitable thing for the business. I'm always getting clay, delivering pots, picking up pots. So for my business, and pretty much the only thing I do is work. So all I do is drive for my work. When I do get a chance, I get to ride my motorcycle, and that's my toy. Rode dirt bikes my whole childhood, and then moved on to motorcycles. And I don't get to do it very often, but my new bike I love to death. Thing's awesome. I got a BMW GS 1200 about 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm in love with the thing. Though I haven't had enough time to ride it, so because I'm always making pots. Silent Death, 7612. Okay, all right, very cool. SRT boy, hey, I was late. What's up, SRT? Hope you're doing well tonight. D Hunty writes, oh, did you get any bonfire toffee? I didn't. We just kept driving. And like every town we went through, it was strange because everybody's like, don't go to Hull. I don't know why, whatever. But we went to Hull that night because we were playing music at all these different pubs. And we went over to Hull and we were driving back all the way to, I forget the name of the town, but it was kind of like in the middle of the country or somewhere in there. So we're driving back and there's all these bonfires. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm near something maybe 45 miles from Manchester Airport. Oh, very cool. Yeah, so that's where we flew into, was Manchester. And then we drove around. And yeah, what a beautiful country you have. It's so awesome over there. I want to go back. I want to bring my wife. But I don't know when we can. I mean, making pottery is insane. You have to just make pots every single day, nonstop. So I don't know when I'll be able to get back over there, but I'd love to. D Hunty, that sounds very cool. And your whole area there was very nice too. The real problem with me was driving on the left-hand side of the road. I was fine with driving on the left-hand or the right-hand side of the car. But the left-hand side of the road really threw me out, especially in the roundabouts, which are over here called rotaries. And what people didn't know is that, you know, the lights too. The lights in England, they go from red light, yellow light, green light. So it's the complete opposite for us. For over here, it goes from green to yellow to red. So I was trying to explain this to somebody the other day, and they didn't get what I was saying. I was like, well, have you ever hear that Def Leppard song? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. Well, that's how the lights operate over there. So, yeah, and that's Def Leppard. They were British, so that's what they meant by that in their songs. Anyway, yeah, that's the stuff that threw me off. So, a couple close mishaps, not by me. My father was driving, and I drove quite a bit, and he almost got us. Yep, he almost ended us. Let's see. SRT, SJM, hello. Janelle loves stick shift. Yep. Yeah, I miss the old stick shifts. In fact, the next vehicle I get, I'm going to go and get my old truck I used to have. If I have to fly down to Texas to get it, I will. Let's see. I think I know why, LOL. It's got a left and off-road setup, so it's more of an overlander with torque. Oh, your VW is? I mean, yeah, that's real cool. If you're wheeling a VW with 300 and something horsepower, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't do too much wheeling anymore. I used to. I mean, I've had Jeeps and this and that, and I'm just sick of fixing things. So, used to ride dirt bikes enough, obviously. And out here in northwest Connecticut, there's a lot of trails out in the woods and a lot of wheeling. It's really rocky, hilly. So that's what we did when we were kids. We'd go until we break something, then we try to fix it out in the woods. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of fixing things out in the woods, so. Not that I have time to do it, but I go out with a buddy that all the time when he wheels. So we go wheeling all the time. He does. He wheels 4Runners and he builds his own crawlers and whatnot too. So I do that from time to time. It's a good time. Actually, one of my buddies just got one of those little mini trucks, which they're from Japan, but the drive is on the right side. I don't know if you guys have seen Trailer Park Boys, but Bubbles drives one in that show. And I took that thing wheeling the other day. He said, "Oh, let's go for it and let's go off road." And you're driving, Ben. I was like, "Okay. Are you sure you want me to drive? Because I'm going to take you off road." And I took it off road and actually handled. Had lockers and everything. Went good. So, let's see. SRT, is your name Ben Wolff? Yes, it is. With 2 F's, not 1. Small if tasteful. Yes. SJM writes, I want to go to Bangkok so bad. I have a couple of friends I went to school with who love it, or over there, or love there. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Never been there. I've only been to England for out of the country. I haven't even been to Canada, and I'm like right there. I mean, 5 hours away, maybe 4 on the motorcycle. I'd be in Canada, but I haven't even gone there. So, D. Hunty, good stuff. Glad you had a good time. Skipton has some nice places to stay if you ever get back. Be careful on the roads. Yes, thank you so much. And D. Hunty, I don't know if you've subscribed, but if you did, check it out again if you don't mind, or subscribe and come back to lives. It's always nice to talk to somebody from Great Britain. And yeah, if I'm ever over there again, I will check out that area. Yeah, I need more time than what we had. Actually, I was over there 17 days, so it was quite a bit. I did check out a lot. So the nicest stuff I was really like checking out the potters. You know, they all dug their own clay, so it was all wild clay. And these potteries have been around for generations and generations. The abbeys, of course. My favorite was Fountains Abbey, which was in Ripon. So I think it was ripping. And yeah, no, that was pretty cool. I think it was made by the monks, so it was quite impressive. The architecture was stunning. So yeah, I gotta get back over there. That'd be cool. Let's see. Potter's Journal writes, just coming in. Always fun driving in different countries. Sure is. You're absolutely right. It's yeah. What's going on when you are, right? Hope you're doing well, Potter's Journal. Let's see. SJM Ceramics. I drive an Acura TI. Would love a Type S because it's thick, but I got 275 horsepower, which is plenty for the street. Sure is. That's nice. Yeah. No, I know. I just drive a very simple van at this point. Nothing cool. My favorite truck was the 80s Fords, so I do want to go. Next time I have to get a vehicle, I'm going to literally fly to Texas or somewhere where there's no rust and pick up just my old truck, a straight six, 90s, 80s, 90s, probably straight six engine. Don't need much more than that. No rust. Old Ford. I miss the truck so much. I literally have dreams about the power steering pump. I can hear it. Like, I have this dream that I have left the truck down at my stepfather's farm and it's still down there, and I go down there and drain the gas, fill it up, and get going. Sounds weird, but I must really love my old truck that I don't have anymore. I had that when I was 19 years old. So. SRT Trailer Park Boys, yes, love the show. I love Trailer Park Boys. Who's your favorite character from Trailer Park Boys? I'm gonna have to go with early season Bubbles. I think later in the show, it kind of spilled off for me, but the early first 4 seasons were definitely some of my favorite things to watch for sure. So many people on that show are very similar to people I know in real life. So, Silent Death Potato, it was good to talk to you. I'll tune in again sometime. Oh, thanks so much. It was really nice to talk to you, and best wishes to you. The fact that you watch Trailer Park means you are my kind of people. Yeah, no, my wife and I have watched the whole show 11 times at least, minimum. What's your Turk in a boot? Of course, I'm gonna watch Trailer Park Boys. So, yeah, thank you for subscribing if you did. Silent Death Potato, and we'll see you in the next live feed. I think I'm gonna go for Sunday. So yeah, hope to see you then. Oh geez, I go to Canada monthly, SJM writes. Yeah. Janelle Skilton writes, I love that you pump up other potters. Your SO non-existent. Your ego's non-existent, I would imagine. Yeah, potters, we all need to stick together. It's just the way it is. And this isn't a competition. That's why I got into this. That's why I also got into music. There's no better or worse. You're going to say this guy's a better guitar player than that guy? Well, you know, when somebody interviewed Jimi Hendrix, and I think it was Rolling Stone magazine, said, you know, what's it like to be the best guitarist in the world? What did Jimi Hendrix reply? Was, go ask Jeff Beck. So, brilliant answer. Because, yeah, there is no you're the best or any of that stuff, and we all need to stick together and help each other in any ways we can. I'm literally waiting for the next person to come in that says free wheel, or I'm sorry, free kiln, and I'm going to get a hold of SJM. He's going to have to make a pretty far trek, or I'll meet him halfway, but I'm going to find him a free kiln, because they pop up all the time. So many people come in the shop and ask me, so whether you want it or not, Shan, if you're still in here, I'm gonna be keeping it ready for you. Ricky, yeah, I dressed up as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys on Halloween one night. My brother was Mr. Leahy. Let's see, one of my other closest friends was Julian. And then my other closest friend was Bubbles. He dressed up as the Green Bastard. So, yeah. We had a whole Trailer Park Boy Halloween party. And I tried to get my wife, who was blonde hair, to dress up like J-Rock, but whatever, she didn't do it. J to the R-O-C. Let's see, SJM Ceramics, how much are you throwing with? Right now I'm throwing 1 pounders. They're flying up, so yeah, just 1 pound pots. I like games, how you doing? Potter's Journal, I finally got the car in Israel, but it was nearly out of gas. If I ran out, I knew even if they did, they would say they understood no English. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, goodness. I would, certain countries to be out of gas, and obviously, like I said, I've only been in England, so if I ran out of petrol, then I think I'd be all right. As they call it over there, they don't call it gas. They call it petrol. Petrol. It's petrol. No offense to any people in Britain watching. My British accent's more of a Cockney sound. Cockney British accent. So I suck at English. I really enjoy British actors who can put on American accents, because it kind of doesn't translate the other way. I don't know a good American actor that can put on a really good English accent that will convince the British, not convince Americans, convince the British. And if there is anybody over there watching right now, let me know if there is an American actor that convinces. Because even Christian Bale over here, hardly anybody knows he's Welsh. I bet you there's a lot of people that they don't know he's Welsh. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's see here, Hashem. No, it's not a competition at all. Exactly, Hashem. Look at the work. That's the main YouTube potters are making. All of us have distinct work and processes. There is no competition. All uplifting. Ben, I would love to visit the shop, and I love traveling. My lady and I would make a weekend of it. Oh, very cool. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, whenever. Like I said, you might as well wait until I find I'm going to find an electric kiln, and even if you don't use it as an electric kiln, you can convert it into a propane kiln, with literally just cutting a hole in it, throwing some brick up the middle of it, and you can just use like either a Bunsen burner or even just a garden torch. Simon Leach is another potter on here, and he's converted those before, and they're really cool to do. SRT, did you look up Wayville, Virginia? I didn't. I'm so sorry, SRT. I forgot all about that. I remembered your name. I remembered everything about it, and this is what I need. The next feed, I need to put a piece of paper down here, because I tell people I'm going to do something, and then I don't do it. So I'm sorry I didn't look it up. But you said it was Western Virginia. I do know that much. I remember that much. I need to ask Ugjugs what he does, because I think he has like a monitor or something over him, so he can like sit there and look up. But me looking up over the camera kind of makes you look crazy. It's pronounced Withville. Okay, all right, thank you. I don't even know what I just said, so I apologize. Hopefully no offense was taken to your town. Wolfville. All right. Sounds good. SM, yeah, man. Goshen is only 4 hours from me. Nothing at all. Okay, yeah. It's only 4 hours away. Right. Well, then I can meet you halfway if I get fun to kill him. That's no problem. And getting me to drive up into New York State, not a hard thing to do. I actually head up on my motorcycle quite a bit when I do get to ride, so that's where I like to go from here. Just head into the farmlands of New York State. Just beautiful over there. It gets a little, like, I don't even want to come home and start like looking at like houses that are for sale over there. But and these are, you know, this is what I'm talking about in New York State for me is literally south of Albany, like Copake and south. And every time I look over there, I literally will pull over on the phone on the side of the road, look up Zillow, and be like, I don't know what houses are over here. But out there, it doesn't seem like there's many hospitals in case something goes wrong. There's not many grocery stores in case you're hungry. So it looks like you got to do a lot of driving, at least in that neck of the woods. I don't know about your neck of the woods, but. I'm sorry. I didn't even show you guys this new style I've made for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pots. This one has like a fine dent to it. I did a video on YouTube here of this pot. I didn't have a name for it. I just said it was like a dotted rim, and somebody said to name it Dottie. So I don't know if that's gonna stick, but it's kind of an apt name. See, I don't know. Okay, we're in the same set. Well, I'm caught up. Sorry, guys. If I was late to reading your chats, then I'm so sorry. If I missed anybody tonight. I'm trying. I'm really tired, though. I made pots in the morning and ran the retail shop, then came back, ate dinner, and back on the wheel with you guys, so I'm getting shot. Tired. Potter's Journal writes, are the little ones harder to make than the bigger ones? Very small ones are. These 1-pounders aren't bad. For my hands, they kind of are. My hands actually, it feels, I'm good right about 4 pounds is my happy weight, I would probably say. 4 to 6 pounds. But no, I'm all right with these. I mean, my fingers are like Michael Jordan's. They're huge, so I could palm a basketball if I need to. So yeah, these ones are a little bit tricky sometimes. And if I had to do, I just did a batch for a special order that were 1/2-pound pots. And those actually took me twice as long as it takes me to make a regular, 4-pound flower pot. They were so small. So yeah, I guess they are harder the smaller they go, for me anyway. But then again, on the other end, the really big ones, say pots that are over 12 pounds, they start to get harder to do. Well, they're not harder than smaller ones for me, but they're hard to do. So yeah, really big ones are hard, and really, really small ones are hard to do. So it is what it is. And you're a potter as well, right, Potter's Journal? Yeah, I've looked at your stuff, and you've always made nice comments on my videos, so I appreciate all the nice comments you've made. And what size pot, or what size piece of clay is your comfort zone? Actually, if there's any other potters in here, what's the comfort zone for everybody else's poundage of clay on the wheel? Some people like to throw small, some big. I mean, I like throwing big, but I don't like having to dry big and then stack and everything. So, Potter's Journal. I'm doing 400 shots off the hump this month. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't thrown off the hump in a long time. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, it's a. What, you're taking, what, 400 shots for the month? It says? Yeah, matting it first, but getting into it. Yeah. Yep. Janelle Skellenrich, huge endorsement. Huge endorsement. I don't know. SJM, on my electric wheel, no more than 3 pounds. I found my kick wheel. I'm way more comfortable with more clay than that. Okay. Maybe there's more torque on the kick wheel or something. Potter Journal writes, matting it first, but getting into it. Yeah, throwing off the hump is a whole different. It's a whole different ballgame. I mean, I've done balls like that and this and that. But you know, back when I was first kind of starting, I didn't care. I just would grab. I didn't weigh everything. I would just grab and go, and I realized I was grabbing and going at an exact 1 pound every time anyway. So it really didn't matter. I mean, some of the pots were a little bit bigger and smaller, but really I was grabbing at about 1 pound clay. So once you know, on the hump, for anybody who doesn't know, you throw, I don't know if I could do a hump throw right now because, yeah, I can't because I don't have enough clay lined up and I only have one more thing to go. But you center a big piece of clay, bring it up, and then you make one little pot on top of it and you cut it and you take it off. Do the same, make one little pot on top of the big piece of clay, which is called the hump. And you just keep going and keep going and keep going. And I could see how it could get maddening when, if you're doing shots. I would imagine you're doing shot glasses. That's what you meant by shots. But those would be fun. I hope it comes out for you. Janelle Skilton, I don't know what you're writing. It's okay. But not even. Okay. Well, this is the 100th pot of the day. Yeesh. SJM Bro, you just upped me for no reason. No, I didn't have a reason. That was not an up. No, I didn't. I didn't make 100 pots in this live feed. That is not what happened. Maybe on Sunday. Should I make 100 pots in the live feed? I'm just messing with the SJM. I'm not doing that. I can make 100 saucers in the live feed. In fact, I don't think I could make 100 saucers in the live feed because I don't think I have 100 bats for those saucers. I'd have to make 1 pound flower pots and cut them and pick them up off the wheel. But it can be done. Like I said, I would probably need a water break or something in the middle of the feed. Let me just bring these over. Sorry, SJM. Yes, SJM is doing 100 pots for 100 subs, and you just casually do 100K. Okay, fine. Well, I mean, that's what production potters do, man. That's what we do. We just end up doing them. So, yeah, whatever. It's that easy. But to get 100 subs, I think this is a brilliant idea, and I think you should go for it. I think after you do that 100, you're gonna be like, oh, maybe I could have done 200. I think the most I ever did, my wife and I made them, cut them, and Corinne picked them up and put them aside, and I think we did 351 pound pots in a day. I was making a really big order for I think it was Washington National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. So, yeah, that was probably the most, 350, somewhere around there. And yeah, no, we flew through those. We had to, we was kind of like somewhat of a donation thing. But that's only 1 pound pots, so it's not like I could do 350, like 4 10 pound pots. You know, that would be quite a bit. So, SJM, what? Yeah, 350. No, it's just, yes, that's what we did. I don't do that very often. That's not a thing that happens very often. That happened. I was young. We moved here in 2004, and I got that order for Washington National Cathedral. I mean, that's where all the presidents go to church and everything, and gave them a huge discount and whatnot. And we had to fly through them because, I mean, I think the whole order was 500 of them, something like that. So we got the whole thing done, I think, 2 days in making wise. But they were very simple shape. It was just what I would call a hothouse shape. So it was just a pot with a straight line up. It was very easy. So let's see. Wow, it was only 130 back in my 20s, 10-hour day. But for 1 pound flower pots, I mean, it's really, I don't know what you were making, Potter's Journal, but for 1 pound flower pots, it's really, I mean, if I was making mugs with all the handles and all this extra work to them, that would be a whole different ball game. So, yeah, yeah, all right. That's one of, I guess that's the most I made. I don't know, I haven't done that. Now you're making me think, SJM, should I try to, after you do your thing, maybe I should see how many I can do in a live feed. If it's saucers, man, I could do those. I mean, usually, it takes me about a minute to make a saucer. Or a plate, I guess. There's easy to throw. But for flower pots, that'd be kind of a fun thing to do. See how many you can do in one go. Like I said, I might need my wife to come down and feed me a burger while I'm going. Okay, so pint jars. So 130 of them in pint jars. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. But it was a jar, so it had handles too, right? If there were pints. Because yeah, the handles aren't. I mean, yeah. But making, a pint is about 1.5 pounds maybe of clay. Somewhere in there. Yeah, like 1.5 pounds. I don't know. I haven't made any steins in a while. But yeah, so that's very cool. SJM, oh yeah, wait for me, then go already. Go ahead and one up classic fan. I'm not trying to one up you. I thought that was just funny. I think it's interesting too, because it is, that's a thing. That's one of the biggest questions I get in this live feed when I'm doing them, is how many pots do you make in a day? And then how many pots can you make? And then, all these other things. And I think, after doing these live feeds, I think I know that I need to make a YouTube video answering all of the questions that I mainly get. Let's see. The Hunty writes, how much is it to buy 100 flower pots sent to England? Oh, yeah. I don't, unfortunately, I do not ship overseas. But you guys have some amazing potters over there. Gabriel Nichols, I would recommend. Witchford Pottery. And yeah, those two, Witchford Pottery actually that's a really good pottery. Actually, they've been shipping over to America lately, which is cool to see. I love the pots over at Witchfield. Witchfield. Adam Keeling is the potter over there. He's a really good potter. Fresh cup of Joel. Hello, Ben. Well, hello. How's it going? Yeah. So I'm sorry, but I don't ship out of country. So it's just logistically a nightmare. I've shipped to Canada before and was like, I got to stop doing this. It was like 8 different pieces of papers to get through customs just for one item. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I can't do all this for this. So I've been sticking to just shipping in the United States. So I'm sorry about that, DeHunty, but you can, I'm like just, DeHunty, sorry. I'm just saying DeHunty. But sorry about that. SJM Ceramics, right? It'll be a challenge for me, but my methodology, oh my God, I am losing my ability to talk, is to somewhat give me a glimpse into production pottery. Yeah, that's definitely a glimpse. I mean, making 100 pots in a day, that's definitely a glimpse into that world. And I mean, say if you're like, if it's gonna be glazed ware or something like that, do a GP bowl, a general purpose bowl, something like that. Let's see here. I'm hoping to do it this weekend if I get 100 subs though. Right? Well, you're gonna get 100 subs. You were at like 89. And if anybody in here goes over and subscribes to SJM Ceramics, he'll get to 100 really quickly, and he'll have to make 100 pots live and learn what it's like to be a production potter. He's gonna learn. You're gonna learn. SJM Ceramics, Joe. Okay. Oh, Joel. Yeah. First cup of Joel. Doing well. How are you today? I'm doing well, Joel. Thanks for tuning in. SJM Ceramics, you're at 93 subs. Oh man, so everybody in here, if they just went over and subscribed right now to SJM Ceramics, he would be at 100, and he'd have to get at least 100 pounds of clay wedged out and ready to throw. Because he's going to make 100 pots for 100 subs in a live feed. So that'll be fun. I'll have to tune in. And you have to do it on a day that well, actually I work every day, so I don't know when it would be. I'll have to, maybe it'll be tomorrow night, because you might hit it tomorrow night, man. So you best get ready. So you're gonna cut off the wheel and take them off, because I doubt, do you have 100 bats? No, you don't throw with bats, you throw on the wheel. So for me, if I am cutting and doing everything, that's why I have a bucket like this. I don't know if you guys can even see this, but this is just a regular paint bucket. You can get like Home Depot and whatnot, but what's cool about it is it has sharp edges. So I go like that, and it makes my hands dry enough to pick up the pot after I make it, if I need to cut and pick up. So that's one trick for me. Or you could use a scraper, use something like this, go like that. That works good. But I actually found that with this, it works great. So, yeah. LOL, it's pottery where here seems all right. Yeah, and I just finished up all the pots I need to make for tonight. I made pots all morning, and I made pots whatever. So I'm actually gonna be ending it in a minute or two here. But maybe I'll I don't know, play a little guitar, serenade you guys out of here. What do you think about that? I don't know what to do, but get my clean shirt on. So this is my Paul Reed. This is my other love of my life, other than my wife and my puppy. This is a 1994 Paul Reed Smith, custom 24. Has tiger wood. Thanks, Joel. Yeah, I know, I love this rig. This is the sound I was messing with. Yeah, I figured I'd show you guys that. This is my, I love this thing, so. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys, oh, you're over in Britain, so maybe I'll play a British song and send us out. See if you can. class, YouTube. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Take care. Fresh cup of Joel is sick. Definitely got to practice. Do your thing. Everybody's, bye, man. Fresh cup of Joel. Night, Ben. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody that's come in tonight and subscribed and hung out. And yeah, we'll catch you probably on, probably on Sunday. So, Sunday.